All right, guys. Yesterday we did lesson 4. Your homework was to do 4 through 15. We went over those in class. Please check feedback on Google Classroom once you have that turned in. Today we're going to start lesson 5. There are 4 review problems, warm-up problems for you to do. Please rewrite those vertically. Go ahead and get them solved. Press pause on the video and come back when you're ready. Right on this first one, don't forget to add your 0. Should have got 1.095 or 1 and 95 thousandths. Second one, add that 0. Should have gotten 78 hundredths. Subtraction, definitely need to make sure you add those zeros. Should have got 342 thousandths. Same thing here, make sure you add your 0. And you would have gotten 18 hundredths. So those 4 problems were all review from yesterday. Remember, reviewing basic addition and subtraction skills with our regrouping and our borrowing. On the next part, it's talking about adding dollars and cents. One of the most important things that you have to make sure you do is change those cents into dollars. And so what that means is you're going to write it with a dollar sign, a 0, and then that decimal point. So 62 cents becomes pretty easy because you can just write the 62. Same thing here, you have your 0.72. What you need to be careful of is when it is a single digit cents written as dollars, you have to make sure it goes in the hundredths place. So for 8 cents, you would write it as 0.08. Okay, that 8 has to be in the hundredths place because 8 cents are out of 100. Cent literally means 100. It is a root word that means 100. That's why we have 100. That's why we have centimeters. That's why 100 cents makes a dollar. Same thing here. Last one, you would need 0.02 when we rewrite that. Now, this becomes really important because you are going to have some problems where they are asking you to add dollars and cents together, and they have them written in 2 different formats. Cents with the cent symbol, okay, and then dollars with the dollar sign. And so you're going to have to be able to add those 2 things together and line up the place values correctly. So here, when you rewrite this problem of $1.04 and 88 cents, you're going to have to rewrite it as money and then add them together. Same thing here, $3.04 plus 17 cents, keeping those things together. The next one is cents and cents together. You have 2 options here. You can just add those up, but what you should do, because they want them in dollar form, would be to 0.12 and 0.99, then 0.94 and 0.87. Make sure you are paying attention to the problems that you're working on as what I like to call the math gods, the people who write your homework and workbook problems, are trying to trick you. They're trying to make sure that you're paying attention and attending to precision. Okay, that is a math practice skill, attending to precision and paying attention to what format they have those problems written in and being able to answer them in dollar and cents. So these 4 problems, I want you to go ahead and add them up. Press pause on the video and come back to check your answer. Now, once you guys have those formatted correctly and you get your answers, you should have had $1.92 for your first one, $3.21 for your second one, $1.11 for your third answer, and $1.81 for your second answer. When problems involve money, you should have your dollar sign in your answers. Okay, labels are important. They won't lose you a point, but they are part of the problem. Down at the bottom of your notes are some more practice problems, rewriting problems vertically to add or subtract. These are all addition problems. They are review from yesterday. But down at the bottom of this is a word problem. So Maddie is buying a TV that costs $18.99. In word problems, you guys will see that they have an extra period. Remember, periods are different than decimal points, so use your best judgment of what they're using there. That is just a period at the end of a sentence, okay? The sales tax will be added to the TV is $21.32. What is the total cost of the TV including sales tax? When it's talking about totals, okay, total cost, a lot of times that is an adding problem. So here you'd have to add these amounts up, writing the problem vertically, keeping your place values lined up to get your answer. For these 4 problems, once you go ahead and solve them, press pause on the video, come back to check your answers before we continue with the lesson. Now, these first 2 problems you might have been able to done mentally. Okay, adding your wholes to your decimals together would have had 5 and 26 hundredths, and then 7 and 615 thousandths. On the next one, you might want to add that 0 to keep those place values correct. You would have had 3 and 39 hundredths. And then on our last problem up here, again, adding that 0 to get that 3 and 62 hundredths. Word problem, when you added the sales tax to the cost of the TV, it would have cost $240.31. Notice these 4 problems don't have dollar signs because they didn't have them in the original equation. Don't add dollar signs when they're not talking about money. This problem is talking about money, so that's why we have the dollar sign on our answer. If you want to do some more practice, I highly recommend you open up your workbook to page 57 and do some of these problems. Okay, make sure that you're keeping your place values straight. I know it says to try to solve mentally, but the best thing you can do is rewrite these problems and make sure you get them correct. Now, you do have homework today. I do want you to do 1 through 4. All of these problems use this number, increase it by that. Then go back to that number and decrease it by that. Okay, this is the number you are going to use for each of these 4 problems. For the rest of it, you're just going to do odds. So 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and 15. So total, you have your 4 problems up here, your 6 problems down there. That makes 10 problems total. Make sure you guys do neat work. Show your work. You have room off to the side. I took 5 problems away so you'd have more room to work. So please go ahead and solve those problems. Make sure you attach a clear picture on Google Classroom. If you have any questions, let me know or visit me during office hours.